Oh man. Today we're talking about backpacks. Actually, a specific backpack. I've been using it all summer and it's worked out beautifully. So let's take an in-depth look at this fantastic backpack. What's happening, everyone? Rob here, rpelton1. Thanks so much for clicking that watch button. On this channel, you can expect to see a lot of great outdoor gear and gadget reviews, along with a lot of fantastic outdoor trip videos. So if you're into that kind of thing and you're new here, consider subscribing right down there so you don't miss a thing. Now today we're talking about the Gregory Optic 48 and why I love this pack so much. A real quick history. I was searching hard for a smaller backpack with a lighter form factor. Backcountry Adam, my buddy Adam over there, I'll link his channel right up here, he turned me on to this backpack, so I started researching it and it sounded very appealing. I ended up ordering it and I've used it all summer on all of my trips and it has worked out fantastically well. From the fit to the comfort level and the fact that it's lightweight allowed me to keep my pack weight down so I can go further and faster on my summer trips. So based on that, I put a lot of use in it and I'm super glad I took Adam up on his suggestion. The one big thing that really drew me to this pack was, first of all, was the availability. This is a large manufacturer backpack. It's not a small cottage vendor. Gregory is a larger backpack manufacturer. But at the time of this video, this pack retails for $189.95, which is a fantastic price for a pack that's sub 3 pounds. And at 48-liter capacity, it's just really hard to beat for that. So let's take a look at the general features of this pack. It has an internal 7001 aluminum frame, lightweight, sturdy, distributes to pack weight very well, and it feels really good on your back. The exterior material is a combination of 100D and 210D tenacity nylon. It feels very wear resistant and durable. Now on the inside, where it's a little less prone to wear, where the water bladder sleeve is, they lighten up the material and put 135D polyester material, but it's all stitched very well. This is the lava gray coloration from them. They also make a brighter kind of blue, so if you're into brighter colors, that one may be for you. But for me, I like the subdued gray, especially with the bright red accents. I really love that color contrast. It gives a little bit of extra flair. Now this particular pack is a medium size. It comes in 3 sizes, a small, medium, and a large. A small fits torsos between 16 and 18 inches and gives you a 45-liter capacity. The medium, like this, is a true 48-liter capacity and it fits 16 to 18-inch torsos. Now if you need to step up to a large, it'll fit a 20 to a 22-inch torso, but you also get an upgrade in capacity to 51 liters. But the medium fit me perfectly well. It distributes the weight. I get no hip flexor pains, nothing like that when I'm carrying a heavy load. And that's one thing I love about the fit of this pack. And there are no micro adjustments in the harness of this pack. So if you're between sizes like I was, I would err to a larger size. Just know, no micro adjustments, just the small, medium, and large. So let's talk pockets. There are 3 main exterior pockets on the body. One on the left, one on the right, and one right down the middle. And it's all made out of a very stretchy, spandexy material with plenty of room for expansion. The sides of the front pocket measure 8¼ inches tall, and right down the middle of it, where it's the deepest point, it is 17 inches tall. Now it also tapers. It's 3 inches at the bottom, and on top it is 11 inches. Plenty of room to stuff any kind of down jacket, raincoats, anything you need, quick access items, and it also has its own buckle so it doesn't interfere with anything else. Let's look at the side water bottle pockets made from that same stretchy spandex material. It's 8 inches in the front, 10 inches in the back, and the pocket is 7½ inches wide. Plenty of room for your 1-liter light water bottles, smart water bottles. But if you're more of a traditional Nalgene water bottle user, it'll swallow up those bottles with no problem at all. The other really cool feature of this pocket, it has a side access, so it makes it a little bit easier to reach your water bottles while the pack is still on your back. Now, it'll still fit your Life water bottles. It sticks out just a little bit, but if you still want to hang on to the Nalgene's, that side access will also hold it just fine. However, I find if you are going to use that feature with this particular pocket, I would probably just go ahead and use the little 16.9 ounce little water bottles that you get from the store. They tuck in a lot more secure, and they're a lot easier to take out when you're on the go. Also standard, just like any other pack, the water bladder sleeve. It's got the quick release keeper for the bladder, and also the sleeve itself is a full width of the pack, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. Perfect for storing a bladder if you use that kind of thing. And then the body of the pack itself is just one big open area. Now on down to the hip belt pockets. A lot of organization. They are big enough to fit all kinds of things. A stocking cap, a buff, or even a standard iPhone like this 5C here. Fits down there, no problem at all. The pocket itself is roughly 7.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. And if you carry a larger phone like this 6 Plus right here, that'll stuff down into that pocket with no problem as well. You still have some room to fit maybe a power bar, Cliff bar, any kind of snacks, but the organization is what I absolutely love, and I don't think I'll ever buy a pack without hip belt pockets ever again. Now, as far as weights go, this pack is kind of modular where you can choose to use certain items or just plainly leave them off. Now the pack all by itself with no rain cover, no brain, no lid, nothing like that, on my scale comes in at 2 pounds, 5.4 ounces or 1,059 grams. And if you're a little bit more traditional, you can add the standard brain, and it is a full featured brain. It's got a big zippered pocket up top, another one underneath the flap, and once attached, this will add 3.1 ounces. And if you want to go a little bit more minimal and have no need for a full featured lid or brain, they also give you an ultralight flap, essentially. It'll hook on the same way, but this only weighs 1.2 ounces. Very minimal, but giving you just a little bit more rain protection. Now, I don't know why this is, but it's been one of the gripes of mine is how a lot of backpack makers do not give you a rain cover for their backpack. It's always been a pet peeve. But Gregory, in their infinite wisdom, gives you included a custom rain cover for their backpack. At 3.3 ounces, it's not that bad. This stuffs and stows away perfectly in that full featured zippered lid. Otherwise, you can just leave it at home and bring a contractor bag. But either way, they do include a rain cover for this backpack. Let's take a closer look at the lid options for this pack. The full feature lid connects with this little buckle here. They also include this little toggle that connects directly to the pack body with this little loop right here. What that does, it helps prevent the floating lid syndrome, and it also helps create kind of a hinge so it opens evenly. Now, the pocket on the underside of the lid is the dedicated rain fly pocket. Now, it stows it perfectly well, out of the way, but very readily accessible for when you need it. The pocket dimensions itself is roughly 12 inches wide by 10 inches tall, and the pocket on the top side of the lid is about that same measurements, 12 inches wide, 10 inches tall, plenty of room to stuff all kinds of fun stuff in. The ultralight flap is as simple as it gets. It connects the same way using those little buckles minus the toggle. It'll also utilize the same main body cinch strap that the zippered lid does. So you can connect it all, cinch everything down to help protect the things inside your pack just a little bit more. It's super simple and super streamlined. The Optic 48 is a top loading pack, and you can close it very easily with a single pull of the draw cord. It has an over-the-top strap to secure your load even more with its own dedicated buckle. What's nice about that is you are able to access the front pocket without having to mess with the strap up top. Very simple, very smart, and very well thought out. You will see that it does come with compression straps on both sides of the pack. They're very thin to help save weight, and those can be used to store extra garments, tent poles, fishing rods, anything that you can think of to strap on the exterior of your pack. Down in the water bottle pockets, it has its own set of cinch straps. It is red in color. It also coordinates to the straps that wrap around the bottom of the pack. Now, I happen to have a hammer here for some reason, so if you were to stow it down into the water bottle pocket and want to make it extra secure, you cinch that strap down, you get that extra retention, so if you're stumbling down a hill or running, nothing will come popping out of that pocket. As far as the bottom straps go, this is as big as they get, so you can't put anything too big down there. I wish it was a little bit longer, or at least had a separate buckle so you can strap things down there easier. As with any modern pack these days, it comes with straps and hoops to help store your trekking poles when you're not using them. And I think they work very, very well. On the Focus Form shoulder straps, very cushy, very comfortable, sewn and stitched very well. Now, another cool thing that Gregory included in this backpack, now I don't know if their other packs share this feature, but this one's pretty cool. It's called their Sunglass Quick Stow. And all you do is you take your sunglasses, and when you don't need them in a shady area, you can stow them away quickly and easily, but have them very readily accessible. On the left shoulder strap, you'll notice a little tab. If you pull on that tab, there's a bungee there. All you do is fold up your sunglasses, take one arm of the sunglasses, feed it through this little top loop, like that. Pull the elastic, feed the sunglasses down through the top, let it go, you're done. They don't rattle, they won't go anywhere, and when you need them, pull them out, bam, and you're ready to go. Down on the hip belt, again, they call it Focus Form. Very cushy, very padded. It's got a leaf spring lumbar, which is very, very comfortable, but it helps support that weight so well. The Aerospan suspension system, it's an elevated back panel that I have come to love on packs. It keeps my back cool, and I won't buy a pack without this kind of suspension. So that about does it. As you can tell, I'm a giant fan of the Gregory Optic 48 backpack. From its comfort, to its functionality, to its styling, this pack hits on all cylinders for me. But I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions on this pack, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're curious to see what will fit in this pack, I have a complete loadout video of a trip I did, and I have that video right up here, so be sure to check that out. But be warned, I take my pants off in it. I'll put another related video right down there. But if you want to be sure not to miss any of the gear reviews I put out, any of the trick videos I put out, I invite you to subscribe right down there. And I do have an Instagram account where I post a lot of the pictures of the trips I go on, and you can follow me on Instagram right up here. But I appreciate you watching. Be sure to get outside, enjoy this big, beautiful world, and we'll see you on the next one.